Hello, my name is Wesley.
Jason.
And Dasha.
You watch my podcast. Prepare to listen. On the slate for today, we will be discussing and deep diving The Princess Bride. Let's get to it.
What was my clap like?
That was so awkward and uncomfortable.
That was so funny.
And now we go to...
Well, fellas, that was really awkward and uncomfortable, but here we are. We did the intro. We're talking about The Princess Bride today. A classic comedy made in, 1987?
Yep.
So that was like a time way in the past. You know? I was negative 10 years old
Negative
in
10.
1987.
That would have been 30, 38 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. So... yeah, guys, was this your first time watching the movie? What's kind of your past experience with it? Yeah.
Definitely not my first time. I actually grew up watching this movie, so I enjoyed it even when I was a kid. It was super funny. And it's even funnier now. Just like as you get older, it's even more funny. And then the one thing I remember as a kid was that the rodents of unusual size were so scary to me. Just because like I didn't really think about it, but I saw the rodent and I just knew, I was like, this is anatomically not correct. Like, and if you look at it now, it's clearly a person inside a rat suit crawling around, which is bound to give you a little bit of a creepy factor. So like growing up, I was just not a fan of that scene just because of how creepy it was. But still, like, just a really good movie, and it was fun watching it again because I hadn't seen it. I watched it earlier this summer actually by happenstance, but then before that it had been years since I saw it, so I was glad to watch it again with y'all.
I've never seen it all the way through. This was the first time watching it all the way through. In fact, I had no idea that it was like a guy or a grandfather reading to his grandson. Because nothing you see about it online ever references that or mentions that. It's all about the actual story itself. So when the movie starts with like some kid in his bedroom in like the 80s, I was like, hey, this isn't The Princess Bride. What is this? But
like the first shot is literally the screen of his video game.
Yeah. He's like playing some like sports game or whatever. And I was like, I thought this movie was like had a medieval fantasy setting.
Yeah.
But I'd see like I knew what the movie was about because it's hard to avoid.
Yeah.
This is Zeitgeist.
Yeah, it's a really popular movie, I think, and I think this was like you, Jason, the first time I watched the whole thing all the way through. But yeah, I'd seen like so many clips of it throughout the years and so many scenes. But yeah, it was nice to finally watch the whole thing, and now we're gonna break the whole movie down.
Minute by minute, huh?
Frame by frame. Not really. We're not going to do that.
What?
But we are going to talk about the movie. And yeah, so major spoilers, by the way.
Major.
So, I mean, this movie's been out a long time. So
spoilers
I don't
so
feel bad.
spoiling that it's inconceivable.
But yeah, we thought we'd do something fun, a different type of movie than what we usually do. You know, big blockbuster franchises. Dominate a lot of our conversations. So yeah, just glad to just watch a really timeless, funny comedy. And yeah, so we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the story, the characters, the humor, and the filmmaking. So excited about it. So like you said, Jason, the movie is basically a grandfather reading a story to his grandson while he's sick. So it's kind of takes place in, I guess, the 80s or modern time, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just reading the book to his kid, and then the book is called The Princess Bride. And yeah, the kid at first is kind of like, this story's lame. It has like kissing in it and stuff. And he's like, I want action. What did he say was
sports?
The murder of he said.
Well, he said there
pirate murder. That's more interesting.
Yeah.
The murdered by pirates part. That's more interesting than the kissing scenes. Anyway, but as the story unravels, it gets more and more interesting. More and more hijinks happen, and the kid by the end is like so like into it. I think it's a nice little touch to the movie. It just it feels like story time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take itself too seriously at all, but it's not also like a Monty Python, like complete ridiculous, absurd parody either. Like it does have boundaries, you know, that it doesn't really cross, but I like that. I think it's really funny. And the characters are just so likable. It's so quotable too. This is one of the most quotable movies I think I've ever seen in my life. Let's get into it. So the main characters are Sir Wesley, not Wesley. There's a T in there.
So close.
But I like to claim him as a fellow Wesley.
He doesn't claim you, but
yes, he does. He's not real, but he does. So I guess he's like a farm boy. That, you know, it's the classic love story of just looking hot or whatever will make you fall in love with another attractive person. That's really what happens. It's a farm boy. All he says is, as you wish, to everything that the princess says to him. And then apparently that means they fall in love. So then for whatever reason, I don't even remember why, but he like packs up and leaves.
Well, he's like, I guess he like proposes to her, but he can't afford a wedding. So he's like, I want to go across the ocean and make a bunch of money.
Oh, is that why he leaves? Because I didn't catch it either.
Yeah. That's what the grandfather says when he's narrating. He's like, he couldn't afford a wedding, so he packs up to go across the ocean.
And so word gets out that his ship that he's on gets destroyed by the Dread Pirate Roberts. Is that what it is? He's like this legendary pirate that doesn't take any survivors. You know, he kills them all. So the word gets back to her that he died, which he didn't actually die, obviously. But so she ends up getting married off to a
engaged.
And that's like the whole point. Is like, can they call off the wedding in time? You know. But yeah, so for whatever reason, she's out like riding a horse one day. That's the only thing that she finds joy in life, as she's about to be married to this like prince guy. I forget his name. Humperdinck.
Prince Humperdinck.
Prince Humperdinck, who's like the most obviously British villain ever. And you know, so she gets kidnapped on her like horse ride that she does every day or whatever, and kidnapped by Wallace Shawn. I forget his name.
Vizzini.
Who, if you don't know who Wallace Shawn is, he does a lot of voice acting for like Pixar. So T-Rex in Toy Story is probably his most famous.
What about who's going to think about the shareholders?
I think he is. I feel like
that's him.
It sounds a lot like him in The Incredibles.
Yeah, he's the boss in The Incredibles.
Yeah, he's done a handful of Pixar things, so that's what I knew him from at least. And then there's Inigo Montoya, I guess, who's like an employee. He gets hired by Vizzini, and he's like he's known for the steel. So Vizzini's the brains of the operation.
Supposedly.
Vizzini's like the guy that's good with the sword.
Inigo.
What did I say?
You said Vizzini again.
Oh, Inigo Montoya is the guy who's known for using his sword, and then Andre the Giant plays what's his name too?
Fezzik.
Fezzik. Yeah, he's just a really big, like giant looking. I think he's supposed to be like a fantasy race giant.
Yeah.
And so he's the Brawn. So that they kind of have their own role. So anyway, they kidnap the princess to try to make some money, and
to start a war.
To start a war. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Vizzini's doing it for money. He's just like...
Well, does Vizzini get hired by the prince? I think.
It seems like he was. Because the prince's goal is to still start the war.
Yeah. I don't know if...
because the prince said something about when I had hired ... to catch Buttercup. Yeah, so they were in on it together.
So...
Buttercup.
So somehow this man in black ends up like tracking them down, the three kidnappers, and one by one starts defeating them in battle. And you eventually, I mean, you know the whole time this is like Wesley. And that's kind of like one of the jokes. It's with when he finally catches up to Buttercup, like they're like arguing because he thought that she went and married off, like wanted to marry another guy and wasn't faithful, and they were arguing and fighting, and it was funny. One of the funniest jokes was when they were arguing on this hillside or whatever, and she pushes him down the hill because she doesn't realize that he's Wesley, and then while he's tumbling and falling and rolling down this hill, he's like, "As you wish," and then she's like, "Oh wait, what have I done?" And then she
jumps down the hill.
and she doesn't just like kind of like casually like fall. No, she just straight up like jumps like head first,
hurls herself.
It's so goofy. Anyway, so somehow the prince catches up to them and imprisons Wesley, and then gets the princess back. And then so they all gotta work together to figure out how to stop the princess. It's a simple story. It's really goofy. It's really funny. It's a lot of like almost like small individual like goofy scenes. Like they're almost like mini stories that kind of lead up to the final act of the movie. But yeah, that's basically the story. Eventually, they break her out. And he saves the day. They fall in love, and at the very end, the grandpa, I guess, is somehow Wesley.
Well, no, I think
Maybe he was like imposing his own like.
I think the grandpa was just reverencing the book.
Referencing the book.
Just to show a way.
But he had the mustache, so I was like, "Is something meta happening here?"
I don't think so.
I think it was just a way of connecting with his grandson.
Just
referring to the book.
Theories. There's all the YouTube theories out there probably that are like,
no,
is the grandpa actually Wesley? It's like a new rock star's thumbnail. Like, have you seen them? They're the guys that are known for breaking down like every single frame of every trailer of a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And they had the classic thumbnail of like, what was it? The Riddler.
Oh, going, does he know?
Does he know? Yeah. They have a lot of those goofy trailers.
Does he know?
Anyway. That's beside the point. So, yeah, goofy movie, but really funny.
Heartfelt too.
Heartfelt, definitely. Let's talk about Wesley, the main character, played by Carrie Ellis.
Ellis.
I
know him from Saw 1.
He's in Saw 1, apparently.
That's it.
I think he also plays Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
He does.
Oh, wow.
Which as a kid confused me because I really thought that was the same movie.
Because that's another goofy type, same.
Yeah. Robin
genre.
Hood story in general.
Yeah, he plays Robin Hood. Apparently he's also in, he's in the Mission Impossible movies, the new ones.
Yeah, he's like the...
Oh.
He plays like the...
Not even the newest one, but it was... He's like one of the bad people, right? Or is he one of the government guys? I don't know. He's barely in the movies.
He plays Denlinger. Which, is that like the... That's
from the... That was from, what's the second to last one called?
Well, he's in these most two recent ones. I'm trying to think of...
But he's not really in the most recent one. He's mostly in the...
He's probably one of those guys in like the war room at the beginning.
No, he might be, but I'm pretty sure he's the guy who gets killed on the train at the end.
Oh, really?
Remember?
Spoilers.
Because he's working with...
I mean, you're probably right.
He's working with the AI and... I don't know what the guy's name... Those movies are... The plot is forgettable.
He's also in Rebel Moon. So...
Is that a sci-fi?
Yeah, Zack Snyder's Star Wars.
Sci-fi show.
Yeah, that was a big bust.
I watched
but anyway,
I thought it was like it's not good, but it's not terrible. It's barely entertaining.
He's he has the dashing looks, the mustache, the wavy blonde hair. The kind of he's kind of he's able to best like all three of the kidnapper guys. And those are like the funniest scenes in the movie.
They're so good.
When he first has to fight Inigo Montoya. So like he's chasing them up this mountain, and there's like one rope, and they cut the rope, and so he's like holding on to the rocks, and they keep like just having this casual conversations like, I guess I have to kill you when you come up here. But he's like, do you need a rope? I could help you. So I don't know. It's just kind of funny how
he was like, but I don't really trust you. And he's like, would it help to know that I'm a Spaniard or something like that?
Yeah.
No, I know. I've met too many Spaniards.
Yeah.
I think that scene was hilarious. That when they had the sword fight, it's just one goofy gab after another. Where they both are fighting left-handed.
Yeah.
And then Inigo Montoya's like, you're very good, but I hate to break it to you. I'm actually right-handed. Then Wesley was like, man, you are talented, but I'm also right-handed. Yeah, it's just like, it was so goofy, but I don't know.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Inigo does like the flip off the thing, and then Wesley does an extra 2 flips.
It was definitely a self-aware movie for sure.
For sure.
It wasn't like a break the fourth wall type movie, really, but it was self-aware. It didn't take itself too seriously.
Yeah.
Then he beats Andre the Giant, and like, I guess he like jumps on his back and like is able to knock him out, like choke him.
Yeah, choke him out.
Yeah, I just think it's funny the whole time. They're just like, I have nothing but respect for you.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, I can't have you follow me. So he doesn't actually kill him. He just knocks him out.
Yeah.
Same thing with Andre the Giant.
But he does kill Vicini.
He does kill Vicini.
He does, yeah.
I think he can tell like the difference in character.
Yeah.
Vicini was clearly a nasty gentleman.
He was a nasty baddie.
So yeah, they have the battle of wits. So he's able to outsmart. He's able to beat in steel and brawn and his wits. It's like plays the game of like one of these glasses of wine is poison, the other one's not. So they try to figure out which one has poison. That Wallace Shawn is so funny in that scene. He's like, you want me to think that that one is poison, so I can't take that one. But if I take that one, that means that you want me to think that it's not that one. And then he just goes, look over there. Look over there. And then he switches the cups, and then they drink it. And then, you realize both of them are poisoned. And then it's like, well, how did you survive? I just built up an immunity to the poison. Like, okay, I guess.
Sure. Hurricane powder.
You fell for one of the classic blunders.
Oh, that was that was hilarious, dude. That's a meme.
He's like, but we all know that you don't go in. What do you say? He's like, you don't go against the Sicilian when death is on the line.
He just like laughs until he falls over.
He keeps laughing and laughing, and then he falls over.
I like the joke where he like tells him to smell it, and he's like, it doesn't smell like anything.
Like, what you don't smell is.
And then when Humperdinck comes around and he like sniffs it, he's like, iocane powder. I'm 100% sure. But it's like, it's empty. 2, it doesn't smell like anything. So how would you really know it's iocane powder?
Yeah, that whole thing was so funny.
That was funny. That I didn't catch that. This is the first time I caught that of. I guess they were just making a gag out of how well this character can be a tracker. Because he walked in the footsteps of the fight with Inigo Montoya, and he was like, there was a glorious duel, and the loser went that way, and the winner went that way, and then the other one was like, there was a fight with a giant.
That's all he had to say about it.
And he would say it in like this really confident manner, and then the trumpets would kick in the music, and then he would ride off.
I like that after they go past the scene the part where Wesley fought Andre or Vesic. I just like that moment where Humperdinck jumps on his horse. It was really cool.
It does look cool.
It was really cool, like because he's like elevated relative to his horse, and he just kind of flops on. I don't know. That's random. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah,
It was.
It is cool. Jumping on horses, like that's just cool.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, eventually he catches up to Wesley. Catches up after he outwits Vizzini, and then he has the princess, and then they, I already said the joke earlier when they don't know each other.
Well, he knows who she is.
Well, yeah, he knows who she is, but she didn't know who he is until he pushes up. As you wish.
My sweet Wesley.
And then he realizes that she actually didn't want to marry that guy.
Yeah.
She was forced to do it, so it wasn't actually
Yeah.
true love. Which I guess, like, I don't know, like thematically, it's not like the most dense movie ever, but true love, I guess, is like the theme of the movie.
She's like, I thought you died, and he's like,
True love never dies, or something like that.
it's like, well,
So, but she gets kidnapped again after they make it through the forest. What is it? The lava forest?
The fire
fire
swamp.
swamp.
Oh, fire swamp. I was so off on that.
Well,
Fire
no,
swamp.
there's the joke when they're walking in. She was like, "We will never survive." And he's like, "You only said that because no one's ever survived."
It's like,
I love how when they walk in, he's like, it's actually not that bad. And then she just stares at him like, really? And then he's like, well, I don't think we should make a summer home here, but the trees are actually quite lovely. And she just keeps looking at him.
Like, get me out of this place.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so there's, I guess, two main things. So she falls into the quicksand.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go in and get her out. I guess that happens pretty quick. That was pretty cool, I guess. And then, yeah, what was it? Rats of unusual size? Or rodents of unusual size?
So
the
they go-
RUSs.
He goes like, "Well, there's the fire, but we got around that well enough." And then, well, you fell into this. What do they call the quicksand? They call it something funny.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he's like, you fell into that, so now we know what that looks like. And then she's like, well, what about the rodents of unusual size? And he's like, those don't exist.
Immediately gets attacked.
I love the way it just pounces on him. It's just like full body slam. Just
Yeah, and I mean, I think the action in the movie is pretty good. I mean, it's
it's
definitely
quite entertaining. Yeah.
It's entertaining. It's suspenseful.
I don't know, like, in terms of, I mean, I know we're talking about the rat fight, but I don't know, like, how accurate the sword choreography is, but I thought it was still entertaining.
It was more like a fencing style.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fencing expert. I don't know how realistic it was.
They also bring up, like, I don't know if they're real fencing terms, but they're like, you're using the blumph defense.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So naturally, I'm going to use this one because of the rocky terrain.
Yeah,
that was
that's
funny. That was the Inigo Montoya sword fight at the beginning.
I'm glad we had captions on for that, because I had never understood what they were saying to each other back and forth.
He was like the Thibault grip.
Yeah, so that was funny. And then, so they get out of there, but then they finally get tracked down by the Prince Humperdinck and all of his men. And so Wesley gets captured, and the princess goes back to the prince, or Humperdinck. And then meanwhile, the two surviving kidnapper guys, they meet up in this forest. So, and they kind of conspire because Inigo really wants to get revenge on this lieutenant guy.
Six-fingered man.
Six-fingered man, lieutenant. What was it? Count something?
Rugen.
Count Rugen, yeah. So they kind of devise a plan, but then they realize, Vezzik's dead, or what's his name? Vizzini. He's dead. So we need a new guy to make a plan, because we can't make plans. We're just good at sword fighting and beating people up with brute force. So they had to break him out of prison, which he's, I guess, being tortured by this weird life-sucking machine.
He's in the pit of despair.
It's called the Pit of Despair. It's so funny, dude.
Don't try to get out of here.
He fakes his voice. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, he's being tortured by
The torturer guy. Yeah, and they're tries to act so tough, and then he's like,
So funny.
yeah. So they end up
quite
breaking him out.
quite a creepy looking guy.
Oh yeah, he was creepy. Kinda
Very,
reminded
very
me of
uncomfortable.
Hagrid. I don't know why he had Hagrid vibes to him. if Hagrid was like really
On the
creepy
cast list, he's listed as the albino.
looking. There you go.
Well, first Humperdinck kills him.
Oh,
He sets the machine to 50.
Yeah, so
Not to 50.
he ends up like straight up just killing Wesley, and then again, I guess that's the second time we think he's died in the movie.
And then Inigo and
Well,
Fezzik.
meanwhile, the princess Buttercup is like telling the prince, like, "Hey, I don't want to marry you. I want to marry Wesley." And it's like, I know he's coming for me because true love always wins. And then he's like, "Okay, well." He makes this lie, like, I'll send a letter out to him, and if one of my 4 boats can find him and he comes back, you can return to him. But he lies about it, doesn't actually do that. Because he actually plans to kill her, because he's evil and devious, to start a war or something to get money,
Yeah.
He's the most obvious British bad guy. So anyway, so she has Faith and Wesley, I guess, and then, so anyway, the 2 other guys find Wesley underground, and they have to revive him because he's dead. So they go to a what's his name?
Miracle Max.
Miracle Max.
Miracle Max.
Who's a miracle man.
So he's just like Billy Crystal dressed up in like some weird like goblin costume or something. I don't know what he is. He looks like
It's great makeup.
gray
Yeah.
goblin elf looking thing.
he was like I was fired by the king's son or brat's son or whatever he calls him.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal. I mean, he's so funny.
He's so good.
And his one scene is, I guess it's like a cameo. He's kind of in it for one scene.
It's a pretty long scene.
Yeah, it's a long scene though, and so basically, like he can revive him, but like it'll take him a while to like regain control of his like limbs or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and they also didn't wait long enough to revive him and give him a pill or something.
Yeah.
They gave him a reviving pill, and he said you got to let it sit for 15 minutes before you give it to him.
You can't go swimming afterwards.
Like an hour. Well, but no, before they even do that, he's like, well, there's going to be a price. And then he asked Inigo asked Fezzik, well, how much do we have? He's like 65 gold or whatever. He was like, 65 gold? I've never done anything that cheaply. Well, except once. And it was for a very honorable cause.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, and he was like, our cause is honorable. He was like, this guy he's the only breadwinner. He has a sick kid and wife or whatever. And he's like, you're a terrible liar.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I need to get revenge on my father. He's like, your first story was better.
Yeah. So they end up. The whole like last act of the movie, Wesley basically can't like move his body, and it's so funny. Which we'll talk about that in a minute, like the style of humor they use for the movie. But so basically, he's like unable to do anything other than like talk. He can't like move his head really, but he's able to talk and come up with a plan. So they storm the castle, and he's being carried on the back of the giant.
Fezzik.
So they bust in. Fezzik like wears this. He just happens to have this robe that can burn.
A Holocaust cloak.
Yeah, he just happens to have it.
And they're like, so,
Oh man, it would sure be nice to have a Holocaust cloak right now. He's like,
oh, this?
I just have one.
Yeah.
He's like, where'd you get it? He's like, oh, Miracle Max gave it to me. He said I look nice in it.
And then he's like, oh, what I would do is have a wheelbarrow right now. And he's like, Fezzik, where did we put that wheelbarrow?
He was like, you didn't think to mention that when we're going over our assets?
It's so specific. It's so funny.
Yeah. So they scare all the guards away. That's how they're able to move in, because they set his robe on fire and he looks all scary, and they run away.
I am the Jack Rabbit.
And the one guy that has the key to the the castle, they're like, "Give us the key so we can get it." He's like, "I don't have it." And then what does he do?
And he said, Fezzik, rip this man's arms off.
He's like, "Oh, you mean this key?" Right?
I like when we first see that guard when he comes into the Humperdinck's office, and he like kneels before him at his chair, and he puts his arm up on his armchair, and he looks at him, and he's like, "Okay, I'll take my arm off." And then Humperdinck puts his arm up on the chair. It's all silent, like they don't say anything, but they look at each other, and it's just like this super good physical comedy.
It's like you could really tell, like, if I did this and you just looked at me, I'm like, oh, that's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So eventually they get in the castle. Inigo Montoya finds
Marriage.
Oh yeah, there's so many funny scenes.
Marriage.
So they're literally about to get married, like they're about to give their vows and everything. And the priest that does it, what's his name?
Say man. And
This is
wife.
like one of the most iconic quotes in the Warren family household.
Man and
growing up.
wife.
What was his name? Peter Cook played him.
Oh, yeah.
His name is the Impressive Clergyman. I don't know why that's his name. And he's like, he comes out all regal with his like fancy, like, you know, Catholic robes and priest robes and the hat and everything, white makeup, makes his face look really pale. You think he's going to be talking like this or something. He's like, marriage.
Marriage is sacred.
True love is what brings us together today. So yeah, every time anybody in my house says true love or marriage, that we always say it like marriage.
Dude,
It's infinitely cool.
oh my gosh.
So
Funny.
yeah, that. I mean, didn't really matter the plot, that guy being funny, but it's worth mentioning.
Man and wife.
Man and wife. It's so dumb. Yeah, so anyway, meanwhile, Inigo Montoya finds Count Rugen and then is about to chase him down. And they're about to have this epic sword fight. And then Count Rugen just randomly starts running away. It was so funny.
No, Count Rugen has the guys with them, and they encounter Inigo and Fezzik and Wesley,
Yeah.
and he's like, kill the tall one and the one in black, but leave this third one alive or something. And then they charge, and Inigo kills them all in like one swipe.
Which was actually really
that is
cool.
That
Like,
was a cool choreographed little. He kills like 3 or 4 guys.
yeah. I thought that was pretty well done.
That's when the Count is like, looks like he's getting ready to fight. And then he runs away.
And eventually he chases him down. Inigo takes some hits. He gets a knife thrown in his gut and then gets stabbed in the arms. All of the non-essential places that people get stabbed in movies, to make it seem like the stakes are
The
risen.
guts and the shoulders.
That's what this whole movie does. Is it just parodies like fantasy tropes, basically. And then ends up like besting him in the fight and gets his revenge. But that's the scene where he says maybe the most iconic line in the whole movie. Mm-hmm. My name is Inigo Montoya.
You've killed my father. Prepare to die.
He keeps saying it over and over again.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya.
It's like, stop saying that.
Hello.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You have killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah, so that was funny.
And then eventually he's like, I'll give you anything. What do you want? And he's like, your life. And he stabs him.
Or he's like, no, I want my father back. And then he stabs him.
That's right. Yeah.
Which I think, as funny as it is, I think...
That was actually like a moment.
Yeah, like I think this movie does well with knowing when to be funny, but then knowing when to have emotionally mature moments so that there's like actual payoff for the characters.
Yeah.
And I felt that with Inigo's fight with Count Rugen.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll get to that kind of stuff in a second. And yeah, I guess just to round out the movie, it's a happily ever after. I think, what do they end up doing?
Well,
They kiss passionately that destroys all the other top 5.
They ranked the other top 5 kisses or whatever.
Well, you forgot the part where Wesley like bluffs.
Oh, yeah.
Prince Humperdinck.
I think that is the first time anyone has insulted me.
Yeah.
He's like laying on the bed, like pretending like, oh, you don't know if I can move or not.
Yeah.
And he does manage to stand and then like convinces Humperdinck to get that thing. And then when he falls over and he's like, I knew you were bluffing. After he's been tied
He was tied down by the princess.
I think it was so funny though that when he told Humperdinck to sit down to take a seat, the way Humperdinck sat down was so funny. Like he took his little cloak. He's like,
yeah, and he like bunched it all up.
it's like, let me not get my clothing dirty.
Yeah. So they all end up. So Inigo ends up becoming the new pirate Roberts, because the Dread Pirate Roberts was not actually a pirate. It was like a name.
It's a business.
It was like 007, right? It was like
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's a good
He gets
comparison.
passed down.
Yeah.
Gotta keep the
I don't know
brand
what
alive.
happens to the big guy, Fezzik.
Well, he just rides off into the sunset with them.
He
Yeah.
rides off into the sunset. Wesley and Buttercup together forever.
Top 5 kisses.
And they had one of the top 5 kisses, or the top.
The top one.
kisses.
The other top
It is,
5
it,
were
it,
blown
it is
out.
above the top 5.
Yeah.
It's S tier. I guess if it was a tier list,
Yeah. So
it's S tier. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It was an average kiss. But.
there's the whole plot summary of the movie. I promise we're not just a podcast that's going to summarize the plot and then leave, because that's lazy. But we are going to talk about what the movie does, why it's beloved, and besides just the funny quotable jokes. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I think this genre of movies like a parody. You know, it's like it makes fun of the kind of tropes in the genre. Yeah, that's what a parody is, right? You just make fun of the genre. Shrek is like probably the most famous parody movie out there, which I'm pretty sure Shrek was like made in response to like Disney specifically. You know, you can tell if you watch the first Shrek movie. It's just like all of these fantasy creatures, and it turns all of these tropes on their head.
How far Shrek has fallen.
And this is essentially, this is essentially a parody movie. Yeah, so you have like the main character who's dashing and, you know,
Invincible, practically.
yeah, he's basically your archetypal fantasy lead. You have Buttercup, who's, you know, that damsel in distress, right? And Inigo Montoya, he's the one with the revenge arc, you know. Fezzik's kind of like the he's like a giant, but you actually realize, oh, he's just a really nice, friendly.
Yeah.
He's not what you would expect.
Yeah,
out
he's
of a giant.
like, yeah, I sometimes brawl for charities. Just fight a bunch of guys for charity.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just all these characters I feel like make sense in the story, but they're also pointing to like that whole parody concept. Yeah. So, and I think that works really well with like the kind of humor, you know, it does feel like a goofy British humor, right? Like if you watch a lot of British comedy movies, it's very silly. The jokes are pretty on the nose, you know, they're not like, I mean, they're clever, but it's different. I feel like American humor is a little more dry, a little bit more like, I don't know. It's not as like witty, I guess. British humor is like quicker, snappier, wittier.
It's like joke after joke.
Yeah. So I think that works well with a fantasy parody type film.
I was gonna say, I mean, it really does feel like it does feel like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Even like the way it's shot sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like all those scenes of Wesley running just reminds me of that one scene from Monty Python where the guards are like seeing this guy running from super far away. You know, it always reminded me of that, and then it looked like that. And when did that Monty Python and the Holy Grail is from like the late 60s, right? Or is it the 70s?
70s.
So it came out before.
Yeah.
So I think it. I don't know if it's. I mean, I imagine it took inspiration from that because it feels like it. But it's also not like a over like Monty Python and the Holy Grail is just straight comedy.
That's just straight absurdity. Yeah, like there's the random opening scene that makes no sense. That is like a black and white advertisement for like a. What is it, like a dentist? I don't even remember what it is. And then the movie just ends.
Well, it ends with them getting arrested.
Like by real cops in like modern time. And that movie was just hindered by its budget, and
they literally ran out of money.
They couldn't afford horses. That's how they came up with the gag of like the coconuts. Oh, sorry, the coconuts banging against each other to imitate the sounds of. Yeah,
That's
this
awesome.
movie, I think, it wasn't like that level of absurdity, but it definitely operated within the bounds of what it was
Yeah.
really well. Like, you know, it wasn't like taking itself too seriously, but there were some like genuine moments in it. I think
the character, like their arcs were like pretty serious.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I really cared about the characters. I was like, wow, I hope things work out for them.
Yeah.
So
Same.
yeah,
It's a really good point.
and I think there was a just really good balance between like physical comedy and the dialogue comedy. I think that's one of the strengths of this movie as well.
Yeah. The dialogue even felt like it felt well written too. Like even when it wasn't supposed to be funny, the way characters said lines and like the way they made them up for like the script, I thought was nice. Like it didn't feel average or like typical writing. Because like there's one line where I remember where Buttercup is on the ship with Vicini, Fezzik, and Inigo, and she tells Vicini that the prince will have them, like Humperdinck will have them all hanged once they're caught. And then, like, in a very serious tone, Vicini looks back at her and says, out of all the necks on the ship, yours should be the one you should be concerned about. Like, the way he said that, I thought that was really cool, you know, and it wasn't necessarily funny, but, like, the way they gave lines to these characters, I thought was just, it felt nice in terms of, like, it felt like it flowed. And it didn't feel, like, overly... it's almost like it's almost like a lot of it was just straight to the point, like they were making a bunch of one-liners, but it didn't feel like they were trying to make one-liners, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Now this I can do.
Yeah, I think I would describe it as clever. It's very cleverly written.
Yeah.
And what was I going to say? It's very cleverly written. I had a whole point, but it's
Cleverly written, Vicini, next,
Yeah,
boats.
it almost feels
Buttercup.
like the spiritual successor, or like what Monty Python like was almost wanted to be in a way, like the Holy Grail. I mean, yeah, they are different, but it feels like this is a more like polished movie in that sense of like, yeah, it's a fantasy parody comedy, but it was more polished. It had it had a more cohesive, you know, round, you know, no hard edges or anything to it. But yeah, it just never took itself too seriously, which I think was key.
I was gonna say like Shakespearean or like a play.
Yeah.
That's how it's written.
Yeah.
It felt like
it's
a
clever
play.
and Shakespearean almost.
It felt like a play. For
Like if
sure.
you ever read one of Shakespeare's comedies, even though the humor might not necessarily be relevant all the time, the way it's written, I think, is very similar to The Princess Bride, or rather, The Princess Bride is written like one of Shakespeare's comedies.
Yeah.
Just the way, and you think about it, the way it's acted and the way it's portrayed on the film, it's like it feels like you're watching a play, like you're in a theater.
Yeah.
Watching things happen. Like, I mean, you have to do things differently. You don't get second takes or anything like that on a play, and everything kind of happens all at once. I would say this movie fits that. Obviously, it's a movie, so they cut to different places and different things. But
I think the other thing that makes it feel like a play is actually some of the sets.
yes,
Because especially like the set where Inigo and Wesley sword fight, you can tell, like, I don't know how much is man-made versus like actual rocks and terrain and stuff, but you can tell the sky in the background is definitely like a painted backdrop. And you can tell that like when Inigo is pushing Wesley against the rocks on the side of the cliff, like you can tell those rocks are not, like you can tell like there's a level of man-made, like you can tell there's like a sense of man-made. How do I say that?
like
Man-madeness.
man-madeness.
You can kind of like see what's
artificial.
man-made. Yeah. Whereas some sets look more real, like when when Wesley faces off against Fezzik. Like that just looked like a real place.
I was gonna say a lot of those rocks, like the big boulders, looked like they were like man-made.
Yeah, it felt like,
but like it looked like a real place, like they were outside in a real place.
Yeah, because in the credits it said they shot in Ireland, I think, and somewhere in Europe, I think too.
Yeah, I just think the movie style made it feel like a series of like short little stories. Like each, like the Inigo Montoya versus Wesley sword duel, or the Battle of the Bronze, or the Battle of the Wits. I think all of those felt like they could be their own little movies within the So, and I think a lot of that had to do with the design of the sets and the production and director's choice. Yeah, it did feel like just a really well done, really funny, classic comedy. Like tragedy or comedy. It felt like a comedy with adventure and hijinks. So
with stakes too, like you could feel the stakes throughout the movie, I think, as well.
Yeah, and it didn't feel like there was a whole lot of cohesion from like set to set. It felt like, okay, here's a scene, here's a scene. Which
the sets were really distinct.
Yeah, the sets were distinct from each other. So yeah, that's what I liked about it.
It made it feel more of it made it feel more vast of a world.
Can we bring back painted backgrounds?
Sure.
Is that an option?
I'm not the authority on that, but I agree. I would ask that question of whoever does that.
I think I mentioned this like on the first episode we recorded, but I watched like the first season of that show on Disney Plus called Light and Magic, where it goes behind the scenes of Industrial Light and Magic, who were responsible for creating the visual effects of the original Star Wars. Like that's how the company started. And you would be blown away with the paintings that they created for Star Wars.
I know.
Like the shot where Obi-Wan is in the Death Star as he's trying to hide from the troopers as they're walking by, and he's like on this little podium to flip the switch. He was on a little platform, but I would say like 90% of that shot is a painting.
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's crazy how detailed.
Art. It's a lost art. Or, side tangent, movie posters used to all be painted. They used to be paintings.
Yeah.
Another lost art. I'm tired.
The Princess Bride has a painted poster. Actually, I don't know if it's painted. It looks like very hyper-realistic colored pencil, to be honest.
And now they just Photoshop every character into one saying, central blob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's why I like the alternative movie posters.
Yes.
Because they seem more creative. I understand why they might have some of the more standard ones, because you want people to associate the characters. Like you want to show off who the characters are and stuff. Yeah. But like for example, Vertigo, the classic Vertigo. It's very simple. It's like a cutout of a person falling, and it's like a cutout spiral. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just think like Terminator, Blade Runner, Alien, all these classic movies from like the 70s to the 90s have painted posters. They just disappeared one day, and I'm sad. Anyways.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I really think that this movie feels like it's at its best when it's leaning in to the comedy elements. I felt like there was a couple sequences where I feel like it lost some of the comedic momentum that it had, and it felt like, I don't know, that's when I lost a little bit of interest. I think like the whole was the fire forest. What is it called again?
Fire swamp.
Fire swamp. I keep saying forest. It's a swamp. That was probably my like not as loved scene in the movie. I don't know. I feel like the whole thing where they fell down in the quicksand or whatever it was called and came up, I felt like that was just there, but it didn't like accomplish anything, or it didn't like make us laugh. Maybe it did. I don't know, but I felt like that was just there. Like, oh, we just need to put something in to make this. I don't know.
Did it feel like a side quest in a way where it didn't seem super central to the main story?
Well, I think it would have been better if they would have continued like the clever jokes during that little part. And also, I mean, the rodents of unusual size, that was funny. But yeah, I just feel like the whole thing, like her dress catching on fire, and I don't know. There's just little moments like that throughout the movie where I felt like it lost some of its like.
But that's where he like explains like how he became the Dread Pirate and how that worked, and there was like jokes mixed in there. He's like, because Dread Pirate Wesley wouldn't really scare anybody.
That is true. Yeah, I guess I lost a little bit of interest during that part. Or I lost a little, like I was like,
well,
I felt like it slowed down a little for me, and I got off that like high that I had of funny jokes.
Maybe
and
that
I don't
was,
know, it just felt a little awkward, I guess is the right word, awkward.
Maybe that was their intention to slow it down a bit, because I think kind of like what you're saying, Jason, is I think they wanted to intentionally give Wesley and Buttercup some reuniting time before they then get separated again.
Yeah.
But also, too, I'm wondering, like, with the fire pits, with the sand pit, I'm almost wondering if they're, like, taking this as just a huge build-up time to then, like, deliver the joke of, what about the rodents of unusual size? Oh, I don't think they exist. Because, like, he's listing, like you said earlier, there, he's listing the things they just went through. He's like, see, it's no big deal. And she's like, but what about the rodents? And he's like, I don't think they exist. And it's like, I wonder if they spent that time to then build up that whole joke or just that whole moment, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you know, maybe you need to go to the fire swamps to appreciate it.
I probably do.
Oh my gosh.
The fire swamp, not the forest, but the swamp.
Yeah.
Also, I will say the parts, so I feel like the interjections of like the modern day scenes, sometimes are funny.
Oh yeah,
I think sometimes I was like,
I would agree with you there.
I feel like they weren't as funny as the rest of the movie.
I don't think it was funny at all. I just thought it was like, why do I need to?
And it didn't feel, I guess, like as genuine or heartfelt to me. Maybe I don't enjoy nice family.
Well, I like
moments.
the ending bit. I like the ending bit where they like wrap up, and I don't mind the story starting there. And I wouldn't mind if it was just like voiceover, like, hey, this is a grandfather reading to his grandson, because I'm fine with the narration we get. Yeah. But when it jumps out of it, and he's like, "Well, golly, Gramps, I wanted to see some explosion and death."
Yeah, I feel
I'm
like
just like,
it did like the same bit like two or three different times. Yeah, I was like, okay, it was funny like one time, but they redid it. What happens next? Don't do me like that, Grandpa. Don't
It was funny.
Will you stop interrupting me, son?
Yeah, it was funny though when the grandson said something, and then the grandpa was like, yes, that's right, now shut up.
Yeah, but that was a voiceover. That was they didn't come out.
I definitely think like this movie possibly could exist without those modern day scenes. But I wonder if them making it clear that they're reading a book adds to the fact that, hey, don't get like too invested in the story, and then thus making the comedy maybe better. I don't know.
Yeah, and it just kind of added to the this is a fantasy story. Like this is a story time.
Yeah.
Like, almost like watching this movie is like having story time with your
Yeah.
It kind of gave it like a nostalgic feel. Almost like I feel like the movie intentionally gave like a low budget vibe to it. Where it's like it wanted to be something like not too big in scale. Like it wanted to be lighthearted, kind of patched together in a way. And I think that
do you think that
the interjections of the modern day story kind of help out that vibe?
Yeah.
But again, like we mentioned earlier, I think the same beat kind of got repeated a couple of times, and I was just like, okay, I don't think we need that.
As we were talking about the movie just now, I'd completely forgotten that even happened until you brought it up. Like when I don't think of as I'm seeing the movie in my head, not once do I like be like, oh yeah, and then there's the part where the kid interjects and interrupts us.
Yeah,
it's just it's in and out of my ear. I don't think it needs to be there. The narration's fine. The start and ending is fine. Mm-hmm. I just don't care for just stopping the story on an already short movie. Yeah,
so I agree. I think there are just a few times where the movie just kind of slows you down a little bit, and I feel like I want to get back to the funny stuff. So yeah, and I think the movie is at its best when it's showing off the comedy. like even the action scenes I feel like are comedic. Like they don't feel like, oh, we're just throwing in some cool action so guys will look at it and be like, heck yeah, this is an action scene. No, it's like they incorporated humor in extremely well, especially that Inigo Montoya versus Wesley scene. It might be like the funniest scene in the whole movie, honestly, because we keep bringing it up. But yeah, that's just an example of how well they blend in or like use the genre elements to like supplement the comedy in the movie. And I feel like when it doesn't do that, when it's just like, okay, here's exposition dump in the forest fire, or not the forest, the swamp, fire swamp, or just like interjecting these random bits with modern times that kind of get overdone. Yeah, I think those movies kind of like those times take you out of the movie a little bit, but because I feel like it's just relentless, like joke after joke, and it's so funny. It's like I just want to keep watching, but yeah, there's a few times where you're just like, all right, that was lame.
Do you think the low budget aspect was intentional, or do you think they just had a low budget and that's what came across?
I mean, even if they had a low budget, I think they put off the vibe intentionally. Only in my opinion. I don't know. It comes off as endearing. Like I think it's a notable feature. I don't think this movie was trying to be like a fantasy epic or anything.
Yeah,
Here's a high crafted, sweeping shots, thousands of extras, battle scene type fantasy epic.
Did you guys see the extra in the fire swamp? It was a, if you will, a goof.
Oh, like somebody was there that wasn't meant to be there?
It was a crew member's leg.
Oh,
Nice.
So it was when he was fighting the rodent. There was one shot where I saw a crew member's leg, camera right, and it was, you could just see the leg because the rest was, I think, covered by the tree or something. Yeah. And it was so funny. I was like, I saw a movement, and I was like, is that a character? But I was like, oh wait, no, that's like just a black. That looks like someone's wearing black khakis or black jeans. I'll have to pull it up. I'll have to pull it up for you guys. I never noticed it before.
Yeah, that all just goes into. I think it's just a charming, endearing movie. I mean, practical effects. Obviously this was before they had a lot of computer generated effects. And yeah, it was just a fun time. It feels like a movie you could just watch over and over. It's charming. That's one of the words. It's charming that I keep going back to. So, we forgot to mention, but the movie was directed by Rob Reiner.
No idea who that is.
Written by
Rob Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
How's it spelled?
Reiner. And it was written by William Goldman. So
this is based on a book, right?
I'm curious, is the book actually this funny too? Because the author of the book wrote the screenplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't read the book. I'm sorry, I'm looking up some data here.
Why are you
Rob Reiner?
Data.
Where do I know him from? I feel like
The Princess Bride, I think.
Let's click Rob Reiner. That name sounds super familiar.
He's like an actor too.
But what has he directed? What have you done for me lately?
Princess Bride.
The only thing I think I've seen him in is like The Wolf of Wall Street. He plays Leo DiCaprio's dad in that.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? That's his dad?
Yeah, he has got a lot of acting credits.
That's what he looks like.
Sort by.
Yeah, I know. Like, once he said that, the image spawned in my head.
The image.
But what does he direct?
He's directed. The Bucket List.
I don't know what that is, man.
That had Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
that was popular. Yeah, it came out in 2007. I remember like my dad watched it or something.
When Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman? Isn't One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
He directed A Few Good Men.
Did he now?
And Misery.
The Stephen King.
Yeah, and When Harry Met Sally, Princess Bride, Stand By Me. That's a classic movie as well.
So it turns out I do know.
This is Spinal Tap. That's kind of random. So he's not been as much of a big director And it looks like his prime was kind of like in the 80s and 90s as a director.
Wow,
But yeah, this is a
those are
classic.
some big movies.
I mean, as far as like the filmmaking techniques, it's not like pushing the boundaries of what you can do in cinema or anything. But as a vision, overall product of a movie, I think it's cohesive. I think it works. I think the tone is spot on.
Yeah, I think it's a good looking.
It's a well directed movie. You know, it didn't win. It didn't get like hardly any nominations. He got one Oscar nomination. Do you know what it was? We always have this guessing game every single.
I'm gonna
episode.
guess costumes.
I'm gonna guess sound.
Both wrong.
Wait, okay. I want to guess one more time.
Okay.
You didn't even know what you wanted to guess.
Makeup. Is
No.
makeup and costumes together?
No, so
Or separate? I thought the
the
makeup.
one
was
that's
good.
combined is makeup and hairstyling.
Okay.
And
If you look at
costume
Miracle
design is
Max,
another one.
Miracle Max, that's an Oscar right there.
Yeah, that will get you a nomination sometimes. One
Is
scene
set
like
design
that.
a thing, or is that just like
Production design, but it got nominated for best original song.
What?
Which
What
I
song?
think.
Wait, is that the song that plays at the credits?
oh,
Which
What?
honestly, I don't. I think that Oscar only exists to give famous people like awards. I really don't. I don't think it's like. It's. I guess I'm not like mad it's an Oscar, but I feel like it only exists to, give Billie Eilish an Oscar. Look at Billie Eilish. We like her. Or
so well. Then
Adele.
who wrote that song? Do you know?
I don't remember. I'd have to look.
So much for the Oscar nomination.
Well, that's interesting. We barely we like cut the credits started rolling. We're like, all right, that's it.
Out of all of the music,
There was a guy singing. I just can't remember.
yeah, out of all of the music though, I complimented the actual score.
Willie DeVille.
I don't even know who that is.
Neither do I. Yeah, the score. I mean, the score was. I guess I wasn't paying attention to it that much.
I was gonna say that I didn't really hear the score.
It was more supplemental. It wasn't really in the forefront.
Yeah, there was. I think when it was most notable is when Wesley and Buttercup's music would come in, like their themes.
Yeah.
And then there was like a very nice Spanish or classical guitar in the ending.
Oh yes.
That just was really
I do
nice.
remember that.
And then I would say a lot of it is also just very trumpet heavy. Like trumpets would play on certain like visual impacts.
Oh, there was the scene where they all had their little horns.
That's when they were like
Yeah.
announcing the prank.
Which they totally were not doing that on set. That was so fake, but it's okay.
Look at you,
Wesley
music
knows.
major.
Wesley knows. He plays.
I mean, I don't care.
plays.
He has a
Whatever.
degree in music.
Performance.
Yeah, it's not even the cool one.
And now I'm a plumber, so there you go. Go to college. You don't have to go to college, kids. You can if you want, but you don't have to.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Sorry, Wesley.
so good. Yeah, so like,
There's
what do you think of like production design, sets, costumes? I mean, it's all pretty like. It felt low budget, like
yeah.
it felt like what you would expect out of like a high school play, almost.
Yeah.
or a stereotyped.
a very rich high school play.
I think a high school play where they could afford real clothes instead of prop clothes. So
It wasn't like the Lord of the Rings where they had these like lavish, detailed costumes
Yeah.
and they built thousands of armor sets. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's exactly what
here's
you would
a
expect.
cloak
Let's just put a black mask around
around
Wesley's face, and we probably bought it at Walmart.
give him like a bandana.
It wasn't bad, but it's like exactly bare minimum of what you would expect. Like,
yeah.
but that wasn't the point, right? Like, I don't, yeah.
It was still pretty. It seemed accurate, but I do get what you're saying. Like it does feel like it has this theater vibe to it.
It has a theater vibe.
Yeah.
I will say though, like you mentioned, Billy Crystal's makeup was pretty good. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Billy
Him and his
Crystal
wife.
and the albino
and the
and his
albino.
wife. Yeah, and Billy Crystal.
Oh yeah.
Liar, liar.
It's like they put all of their production budget into the one scene for makeup.
He said "do bluff," which we know means "do bluff."
So, yeah.
He's mostly dead, which means he's. What do you say? partially alive or something.
Yeah. One thing that we kind of glossed over a little bit was like some of the performances in the movie. We talked a little bit about Carrie Elwes. Ells? I don't know.
Wesley.
Elwes.
The character Wesley.
Yeah. Elwes. That's almost like the letter Wes. Only the word Wesley is almost in his last name. If there's a Y, it would be like right there. Anyway.
What are you talking about?
You know, like those things where
I know what you
find the word within the
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a Scrabble thing. Anyway,
You're a Scrabble.
I think he's good. I mean, he does a good job. I guess he's in Robin Hood as well, so this is kind of like a good role for him.
Yeah.
He's charming, handsome, good looking, but he's also got that quick, witty banter, you know, that you expect from, you know, these British comedies. And
It's got Janae.
Janae. Oh yeah, Robin Wright plays Buttercup. I guess it said introducing Robin Wright, so that was like her first big role.
I guess so. I'm wondering if that's what that meant.
And she plays the damsel in distress archetype pretty well. She's not like the funniest character, but
She's actually like super serious the entire time.
but I think
she does unintentionally. Well,
I think it's a little meta. Like
it's intentional for us, the audience, but it's unintentional for her, the character.
yeah, it's like melodramatic, kind of like she's melodramatic, like my true love will return for me. It's like so obviously like corny, but I think that's the point. Like I think that was intentional. Robin Wright's a good actress. Forrest Gump, one of the best movies.
Andre the Giant's
very wholesome.
I miss him.
Andre the Giant's very wholesome.
Even though he died, I'm pretty sure before I was born. But
he did pass away. Mandy Patinkin as Inigo Montoya might have stole the show though.
He's so good.
He is so funny in this movie.
Did either of you watch like the early seasons of Criminal Minds?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's in it. He's like one of the main dudes.
Yeah,
he plays a fellow by the name of Jason Gideon.
Jason Gideon.
He plays the Spaniard. I don't know if he's actually Spanish, but
I don't think so. He might be.
I think he does well.
He doesn't play
being a Spaniard.
He doesn't play a Spanish guy in Criminal Minds.
He is of Russian, Jewish, and Latvian descent. So
he's a couple of things, but he ain't.
He's
Spanish.
born in Chicago, so he's not Spanish.
He's like, I'm from Chicago.
But he plays a good Spaniard.
He does play a good Spaniard.
He had the hair for it, for sure.
I think he honestly was my favorite
character
performance in the movie. I thought it was really good. I think I would have given him a supporting actor nomination. He was definitely the funniest character in my opinion, but he also had like good moments of acting. Like he had the scene where he was drunk that was really funny.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, Vicini.
He had the scene where he was fighting the
Rugen,
and I think that was like actually like good like dramatic acting in that scene.
Same.
And even like the physical aspects of what he was doing too, I think is worth crediting as well.
Yeah,
great sword play. Carrie Ellis as well did a great job with that.
Even Count Rugen, he put up a little bit of flair in fight, even though he ran away.
Yeah, Wallace Shawn, I think we already talked about him. He was hilarious. Count Rugen's actor. You know, he didn't have a whole lot, and he didn't have a whole lot of scenes, but
he was there to be evil.
He was funny. He was like the yes man kind of.
Yeah. What was that one scene where they captured Buttercup again, and she was walking through the hallway, and Rugen and Humperdinck stopped to let her walk by, and Humperdinck says, "She's been like this all day ever since we got her back. It must be my father's ill."
He's like, it's because of my father, you know.
Yeah.
Because she's so distraught that my father is ill.
Hold on, we got to do this justice. Hold on a second.
He's like, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That was so goofy.
Are you about to pull it up?
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah, it's that dry humor, man.
It's so random. It's like it doesn't really need to be like why, but it adds a lot. It adds a lot to the. I think it adds a lot to Humperdinck which is funny because like he doesn't even care about her. So why does he care that she's upset?
Yeah,
he's like he just wants to kill her. So it's like they give him these moments where he's like genuinely like wants to be with her and stuff, but he also is like really doesn't care. And
Yeah.
is just going to use her to further like some
war.
plot to start a war.
And Chris Sarandon plays Humperdinck. And I actually didn't know he was the voice of Jack Skellington.
Yeah, I saw
And
that
that's
last
like
night
his career role.
when I pulled it up on IMDb.
And he still plays Jack Skellington in every like appearance that he makes in whatever.
well, I was also going to say I had no idea that movie came out in like 93, 97,
Yeah.
93,
So
somewhere around there. I thought that movie came out in like 2003.
I think he's perfect as the stereotypical British bad guy.
Quite handsome as well.
So
I found it.
you found it, Asher. Great.
I'm trying to, I don't know exactly what Count Rugen says back, but he says, she's been like that ever since the fire swamp. It's my father's failing health that's upsetting her.
Yes.
And then Rugen just says like, of course, sir.
But it's the way he looks at him.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
You're such an idiot.
it's like the way one of us would look at each other after we said something dumb.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You really think that, huh?
Yes.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
An astute observation, Wesley.
No, that was so funny. So obviously, The Princess Bride at this point is a classic. I'm not going to say cult classic because I feel like pretty much anyone that watches this likes it.
What's the opposite of
Yeah.
a cult?
Just
Mainstream
religion.
General
class.
public.
I'm just kidding.
Popular mainstream religion. So this is the Christianity of movies.
No. What other?
Watch
This is not a Christian movie. But,
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
but it is a
definitely- yeah.
classic, is my point.
I would say it's a classic. Sure.
Yeah, it's just really, really funny. It's a movie that anyone can watch. I think it's pretty like kid friendly, right? There wasn't really.
There's like one curse word at the end.
I think two. One in the beginning.
Yeah,
one at the
so
end.
you can definitely take this. Watch your. Let me rephrase. You can watch this movie with your kids. So yeah, it's enjoyable. The jokes still hold up. I feel like it's
Right,
There's nothing
yeah.
that feels like outdated or product
Yeah.
of its time, really. Other than the Bears like being Super Bowl champions or whatever, like that
Yeah,
guy had
that-
on his.
Kid, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, there still are Bears fans out there. I'm sorry.
We cannot be
As a
talking.
Panthers fan, I'm with you there, buddy. At least you have a Super Bowl. Anyway, yeah. So it's just timeless. It holds up. I don't see. There wasn't any jokes in there that I was like, huh? Like what?
Even the joke, I feel like one joke that feels, well, there's more than one, but there's a joke that felt more modern is when Billy Crystal's character said, he's like, there's nothing better than that. Except an MLT, mutton, lettuce, tomato sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when the tomatoes are nice and perky. Like, that's
Yes.
obviously Billy Crystal giving it improv.
Yes.
But yeah, it still feels like it holds up well.
MLT.
Mutton,
Yes.
mutton, lettuce, tomatoes.
So and I think that it's a movie that has been popular across generations, and comedies in general are not movies that typically last culturally very often.
I would disagree.
In general, like I feel like you're more likely to remember these big epics, these dramas.
I mean,
but
just
there are a few comedies like.
Well, think about what
You
people
got,
quote.
you got Elf.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say-
but they're few and far between, and
I mean, I'll
and comedies aren't even really like a style of movie that's even made that much anymore.
I was gonna say, yeah, like I'll give you that they're not making them as much, but like when I think about like movies that get quoted a bunch, that people reference a lot, I mean, they're comedies. It's the Monty Pythons, the Step Brothers, Talladega Nights. It's a lot of Will Ferrell in there.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre, The Princess Bride. When you think of like things
Napoleon
that people quote from
Dynamite.
movies,
The Minecraft
it's just-
movie.
I guess what I'm saying is they're not.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're more. There's just not as many comedies that can stand the test of time. I think as like maybe like a really popular drama or so.
Well,
just
like-
for this one to be like so popular in 2025 still, I think it says a lot about. If you just have a really clever writers, really, really funny actors, and a director that can put everything together.
Yeah.
you can make it timeless comedy, but yeah, I mean that's all obviously easier said than done.
Yeah.
For all of that, because comedy, I mean, sense of humor changes over generation to generation. Like some of the stuff that some of these kids are saying, this is going to be a Wesley Boomer moment. Which even though I'm like, I think I'm technically Gen Z. I was like 1 year away from being a millennial. Anyway, this is a Wesley Boomer moment. There's some of these things that the kids say today. I just do not understand like what you mean by that. What is this funny? I bet it is, but I just don't get it. But you don't really get that with Princess Bride. Like it's not like, oh, this is a product of the 80s. And like, no, this is still funny.
That's a really good
it's
point.
still really funny, and props to the whole cast and crew for making it happen. So
yeah, absolutely.
What are you gonna say?
Well, I don't know. I guess I don't agree. Not with your point about the Princess Bride being like standing the test of time. Like I agree that it does, but like with I just feel like comedies are like way more prevalent than maybe like you would think. Because I just think like Naked Gun, National Lampoons, Scott Pilgrim, the Hot Fuzz movies.
Scott Pilgrim a timeless comedy though? I feel like that's not.
It's something that's still referenced today.
It's more like a genre blend. But I'm talking like none of those movies you listed are like, oh, this is like Forrest Gump, or this is like a Shawshank Redemption, or a Godfather like level of notoriety.
I mean,
Naked Gun is funny, and like a lot of people know about it, but it's not like.
But is the Princess
to
Bride up there with the Shawshank Redemption?
Maybe not. But I still think it's probably more notable than most of the movies you just mentioned.
I mean,
in my opinion, but there's no way you can measure that.
I mean, like Scott Pilgrim is something like I don't think it's like the funniest thing ever, but there are a lot of people who
also that movie's a lot more recent.
That movie. But that movie is still from like 20 years ago.
2010 was like 3 years ago. Okay.
Was that really 2010?
It's
already
like 2027. I don't know. It's in that time. Anyway, he said, she said.
Edgar Wright.
He said.
Edgar Wright's just on my mind. I'm sorry. It's just.
Carolina's on my mind.
The Panthers?
It will be. Carolina. I mean, you are.
That's totally unrelated to anything that we're talking about, but
I don't think it's the lyrics to the song. But.
This is just a movie that's been memed up. What are some of the iconic memes?
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable is a meme. Most of them are just, from Wallace Shawn's character. You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. I've seen that one memed a bunch. My name is Inigo Montoya. That one has been memed a bunch.
I would quote that as a kid.
Those are probably the top three memes.
I like when they go to Miracle Max's front door and Miracle Max just says something like, if you need help, call the Brute Squad. And then Fezzik says, I'm on the Brute Squad. And he looks up at him, just quick-wittedly says, you are the Brute Squad. I mean, look at you.
The Brute. Yes. I am the Brute Squad. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I got on the agenda before we give it a ranking. Is there any final thoughts on anything we might have missed before we number it up?
As comedic as this is, I really like just the depiction of Wesley's servanthood to Buttercup. Mm-hmm. They show it in the beginning. This is more of like a heartfelt observation, but like they show it in the beginning how much he loves her. He's willing to serve her regardless of how she kind of treats him, because they established that she sort of just kind of bosses him around at first, but then she grows to actually love him back. And so I like, even through the rest of the movie, there's that one scene where he's being the Dread Pirate Roberts to her, and he's like acting pretty much polarized opposite. And I feel like that's on purpose, because I think he's trying to test her.
He's also kind of mad because he thinks she left him, like moved on.
Yeah.
Didn't wait.
Bro was dead for 5 years and is mad that he didn't wait around for him.
But I liked that sense of it, how like they established their relationship and how like throughout the movie he still cared for her and wanted to pursue her. I thought that was really cool. From a married man, I liked that.
The theme of true love is worth fighting for.
Yeah. And
even Buttercup realizes that and stands up to the prince. It's like, I will not marry you. I'd rather wait for Wesley. He kill will myself. Find me. You know, she ended up having confidence in that true love that she kind of lacked at the beginning. So there was a little bit of a character arc for her in that. Yeah. I think it's a movie meant to be pretty digestible, especially for kids. So like, it's not like a super deep movie thematically, but it's still nice. It's still well executed.
I feel like the biggest character arc lies with Inigo Montoya, to be honest. Because at the end, he's like, you know, it's interesting. After all these years of preparing for revenge and finally succeeding, I do not know what to do with my life. Like, I thought that was kind of a nice arc for him. Like, you could feel the progression for him.
The revenge business does not pay.
It doesn't.
Oh, yeah, he said something like, I just work for Vicini to pay the bills.
Or, there's not a lot of money in the revenge business or something.
Yeah. Like, that's kind of a joke that has, like, a little bit of a modern input in it, but yet it still, like, stands the test of time. Like, I'm sure they're not talking about paying the bills, like, saying that in that time period.
Paying the... I don't know.
Paying the quartermasters. I don't know.
I do like the vagueness of like where we are. Like we don't really know where this takes place. Or they mention a bunch of countries and a bunch of nationalities,
and a bunch of landmarks, like the cliff.
As if we're supposed to know
what was it? The cliff of insanity.
Insanity. But it's like we don't really know where they are. I guess, like you said, they shot in Ireland. And that kind of makes sense because maybe they sail from England to Ireland because of they're like, oh, just across the water or something. I don't know. And Spain and Italy seemingly exists and a couple of other countries based off of Vicini. But I just like how like we don't really actually know like where
Spain exists. Yeah.
Australia exists.
Exists.
He's like, because iocane powder is from Australia. And we all know Australia is peopled by criminals. And criminals cannot be trusted.
Which means I cannot drink this cup.
Which means clearly you don't trust me.
That was so funny.
So, but yeah, I just appreciated that aspect, I guess.
It's
a fun detail or non-detail, for sure. If you want to.
I bet you that gives them a little bit of flexibility too. Like, hey, we don't have to be so to the T with these costumes because
they could be anywhere right now.
Yeah, it's fantasy in this time period.
What was it that he had his head security guy go clear out? It was the Forest of Thieves or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember all of the references.
Yeah, that was it. The Thieves Forest.
Well, should we number it up?
Yep.
Or name it up, word it up. Word it up. Everybody says, don't demonetize us for that. I was
everybody. Mighty.
Who's first? I feel like I never go first. I feel like
you should go. In honor of our.
Or do I go first?
In honor of our co-host Wesley.
Or do I think that I never go first?
I feel like you've gone
first. And then end up
sometimes.
saying I need to go first this time.
You've gone first before, but you typically do not go first.
Are we engaged in a battle of wits right now?
I'm going to throw this cup at you.
Okay.
Which one? The ceramic one or the plastic
the
one?
Ceramic one.
I'm trying both.
Damage.
Jason had some tea tonight. I offered him some tea, and he absolutely loved it and said he would get more tomorrow.
Are you going to tell us what you think about this movie, man, or what?
Man. I think in 8.5.
Ooh,
for Princess Bride.
Okay, I like that.
Solid movie, classic comedy. Definitely a great time. Great time. You could watch it infinite amount of times and won't get old.
An inconceivable amount of times.
Inconceivable. I don't think that means what you think it means.
But if you want to give it higher, I don't blame you. This is like a sleeper pick for some people's like top movies of all time, I think.
What does that mean? Sleeper pick? Like they don't realize.
You wouldn't expect it, but I feel like low key a lot of people would be like, "Oh yeah, Princess Bride might be one of like my favorite movies." For me personally, I don't know if I'd quite give it like top tier all time, but as far as comedies go, yeah, it's up there.
Oh yeah, for
For sure. Jason.
Yeah. So this rating is mostly based off of just how much fun it is to watch. I think it's a 9.
Ooh.
A 9 out of 10.
All right.
I had a lot of fun watching it. It was really funny. I think the heart moments or the heartfelt moments, they land, they stick. They don't feel like, oh, we need to have a through line here. It's more like, hey, wouldn't it be sweet if we just tied things up nice and neat?
Yeah.
I know, like I said earlier, is it up there with The Godfather? Like,
Obviously, yes.
It's better than The Godfather.
no, this movie's not really like perfect or anything, but if you watch it, you can't complain about it.
Yeah, like for what it's going for, yeah, it does a really good job.
So on that note, and it's well made. It's not like there's like, oh, the comedy's carrying. No, it's a well made movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's well made. The writing's good. The acting is good. Maybe the score could have been better. I don't know. I didn't really notice it. But I'm nitpicking here. They call me Nitpick Jason. It's a 9 out of 10.
I never called you that.
You've never called me anything.
I call you Jason.
Whatever. You know what? It's Asher's turn.
Asher, tell us your thoughts.
I'm going to give it a confident out of 10.
Confident. That's an interesting.
Are you confident about your confident rating?
Yeah. So
Nice.
mainly because, kind of going back to what I said earlier, I feel like everyone on this team, like the cast and the crew, just knew what they were doing, and they were confident in the comedy that they were developing. They were confident in the story and the characters. So they knew, like, when they had to deliver something funny, they would execute, and then when they would have to deliver something heartfelt on the complete opposite spectrum, they delivered. And I think that takes confidence to actually successfully do that, because if you don't, like, if they're not believing it, that's going to come across the screen. Like, you're going to tell, like, oh, that actor's not really in it in this scene right now. I can tell they're holding back, or they just don't even really feel it.
Yeah.
But it just felt like everyone was confident that this would be funny, this would be heartfelt, and that this would land in a specific realm of movies. And that's why I give it a confident out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not the word I was expecting, but a welcome one for sure.
I was possibly going to do charming out of 10.
I already stole that.
But Wesley was using it.
Yeah. And I originally thought, could I just be funny and say an inconceivable out of 10?
Inconceivable.
It's like when I gave it a Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Classic moments. Well, I think that's a wrap, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening to the pod. Thanks for our goofy jokes.
Oh, and when does this come out? Wait a
Out?
second.
This would be around Thanksgiving when this episode's released.
This is our November deep dive episode.
This comes out after Thanksgiving, so everyone,
Happy Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving.
Woo! I hope you're
Make
filled
sure
with
you
turkey and ham and
give
spam
thanks.
and pie and marshmallows and hot chocolate and Christmas trees.
It's apple pie and ice cream for me, dog. That's what it is.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, it's bricks and ceramic for you.
Why? Why are you mean to me, Jason? Is that like the Thanksgiving version of like getting coal in your stocking?
Bricks and ceramic.
Is there like a turkey version of Santa Claus that comes and like delivers food? But if you're naughty, like you just get bricks. I feel like you can make use out of bricks and ceramic though.
You can't eat it though. I mean,
True.
you could, but it wouldn't be good.
I mean, you could just go to the table that everyone else is eating at and just get a plate of turkey.
Did you guys ever sit at the kids' table at Thanksgiving?
I still have to. I still have to.
What, really?
No, not really. I'm just kidding. But Anyway,
Wait, since this is our, should we say something we're thankful for?
Sure.
lame.
Well, you know what? I'm not.
Just kidding,
I'm not
yeah.
thankful for my co-host Wesley.
I'm not thankful for him either. What are we thankful for, gents?
I'm thankful for flip the script. My co-host Wesley
Oh, thanks.
and my co-host
Aw,
Asher.
thank you.
Shake my hand.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just like directing attention towards me.
I wanted to shake your hand.
Well, I'm thankful for you too, buddy. Most of the time. All the
What
time.
are you What are you actually thankful for, Wesley?
Well, if I can't, well,
Well, I already said me.
I feel like
Well,
I am
you.
obligated to say you and Asher now.
No, and then I have to say you and Wesley.
You guys are. Those are some lame.
Okay. So I, obviously thankful for y'all too. I am also thankful for, So I'm just gonna go pretty heartfelt with this one too, but my wife and I, y'all know, but like we moved into our first house, so I'm just really thankful for God's provision on that, and it's a space where we've been able to come together and continue the podcast, watch movies, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm really thankful for that.
Thank you for sharing.
I like the
Yeah.
old apartment better.
What?
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Surround.
I'm getting bricks and ceramic in my turkey stocking.
And your stuffing.
Gross. It's you have to eat it though, even though it's bad. That's the rule. What am I thankful for? I don't know. Just a lot's changing in my life, but I'm grateful because a lot of it's good stuff. Getting married, if you guys didn't know, in December. I'm actually going to be moving, so the pod will look a little different. I'm going to be in a square box.
We'll all
you guys
be
know what squares look like, but just in case you don't,
we'll all be in enclosed rectangular shapes on a screen.
But I'm excited about life
Quadrahedrons.
change. I recommend getting married.
Do you now?
Find you a good spouse for sure. Yeah, I'm just thankful for you guys, obviously.
Yeah.
Look forward to another, good year of the pod. I know we did our celebration of that in the last episode. but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we would be remiss if we didn't say that we are thankful for you, the listener. We're so thankful. Sorry, I wanted to be funny about it.
No, that's a good thankfulness. That's a good thing
Yeah.
to be.
Thankful for.
Me too. I'm thankful. What are you looking at?
What were you
Why are you
gonna?
looking at me? Why are you looking at me like that?
I could just feel you staring at me. It made me
I'll
uncomfortable.
do this.
So thank you to all of our listeners. I know we say it a lot, but we are very grateful, very thankful for y'all.
Yes, indeed.
Did you have anything else, Jason?
No.
No.
I mean,
You're just thankful for us too, and that's it.
okay. I guess since you guys shared an extra thing, I should probably share an extra thing. I'm thankful for community, our community.
Or this TV show community.
Well, that is, I'm not really thankful for it, but I'm glad it exists. But not that. No, just my community of friends and family. You guys are awesome. Even though most of you don't watch this, but if you do, I won't say this in person to you.
You have to watch the episode to see what Jason just did.
If you want to hear me be thankful for about, yeah.
If you want to see his visual representation of gratitude, you have to turn off Spotify, or you can watch it on Spotify.
Yeah.
If you're driving,
Pull over.
you pull over first.
Yeah.
Or
You
just
have to-
risk it for the biscuit,
No, don't do that. This is not that was not endorsed by the On the Slate podcast. And feel free to comment too what y'all are thankful for. We love reading y'all's comments. So definitely interact and tell us what your favorite food was on Thanksgiving.
Turkey.
Oh,
Well, we haven't had it yet, so to be seen. We'll make a community post.
will we?
We will.
We're committing. We're committing to that now.
After Thanksgiving, we're going to come together and we're each going to share our
What?
favorite Thanksgiving food that specific year. Not in general, just what was the best dish that year.
Someone's got to set a reminder so we don't forget.
I'm going to be in a food coma, so.
Oh, nice.
No, I won't. I'll
Well,
be awake.
All right.
Remind me to make a community post Thursday.
Well, no, it's got to be like Friday.
Morning.
This is just unedited.
No, it has to be,
Oh wait,
it has to be after we eat. How are we going to pick our favorite dish from this year if we haven't eaten it yet?
it'll be on. Okay. Remind me to make a community post November 28th, 9 a.m. That'll just jog my memory so that I can text you guys.
Cool. Well, this has been the On the Slate Movie Podcast. We are your hosts, Wesley.
No, Sag.
Ressa.
Yelso. Make sure you follow us on all the gram, the talk, the gram, the talk, the tube, and the
FI, the FI,
and the pull. That's so stupid. All right, well, we'll see you guys.
Listen to us on the pool.
The poll cast. We'll see you guys in the next one. Happy Thanksgiving and God bless.